everyone. Dinner tonight is my ribeye steak chili. So let's get started. All right, so for my steak chili, we just need a few simple ingredients. We need our chili beans if you want to use those. I have onions and peppers here cut up. I have some stewed tomatoes. I just drained them and rinsed them off. I have my seasonings and bay leaves. I have some butter. I have my steak. You can choose whichever you like with the steak or use ground beef, whatever you like. And I have some beef broth. Okay, with my pan on a medium high heat, more of a higher heat, I'm going to add some butter to my skillet, you all. And what I'm going to do is go ahead and saute my veggies. I usually saute them about between 3 and 5 minutes, and I use that time frame because I don't like them to get mushy. They are going to need to cook a little bit in our chili sauce, so we don't want to overcook them. But then again, you want to cook your veggies till it's to your liking, okay? So I'm going to saute these for a few minutes. Alright, so at this point I'm going to go ahead and remove my vegetables from the heat. And really what you want to do is really just turn the heat off for a second. You don't even have to take your peppers out because we're going to start combining our ingredients for our chili. So I'm going to add in my stewed tomatoes. I'm going to add in my beans. You just want to give it a stir, honey. I'm going to add in some of my chicken broth, not all of it that I'm going to actually add in. And I'm going to add in my seasonings, my chili powder, whatever seasonings you're going to add to your chili, go ahead and add that in at this time. Now, I added only a cup of beef broth, and I want you just to add the least amount at first because you want to kind of just see how thick your chili is going to be with that small amount of liquid or whatever you're using. That way, if you want it to be, some people like their chili way more watery. They like more broth, or whatever. You just want to make it to your liking. So at least at this point, you can build from that. Or if you like it more just chunky and less liquids, then add less, okay? But we need to get it to a point where we can put it on a simmer so we can move on to make our steaks. So this is looking pretty good to me. I am going to taste my broth to see if there's anything else I need to add to that. And then I'm going to cover it and put it more so on a medium-low heat. All right, now the next thing we're going to do is go ahead and cook our steaks. So you just want to season your steaks. And what we're doing here is just searing them in the skillet, but you don't have to do that. You can put them right on in the broiler or whatever you want to do. Just cook your steaks to your liking. So I'm going to sear mine in the skillet for a few minutes on each side, and then I'm going to pop mine in the broiler. Alright, you all, so at this point for my steaks, they are not all the way done. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take them out, put them on a baking sheet, and put them into the broiler for a few moments. And then I'll pull them out and cut them up, and we'll put them in our chili. And here are our steaks going in, and I will definitely show you them when they come out. Okay, I left the steaks in the broiler for 10 minutes. So now what we're going to do is take them one by one and just cut them up into pieces. The good thing about the steak, you can cut them up how you like, okay? So you can do strips, you can do squares. Oh, it's cutting so nice, honey. Ooh, Jesus, it's cutting like butter. Y'all see that? So even after 10 minutes in the broiler, it's just now well done. Perfect. It's tender and juicy. So even if you're not making steak chili, you just want to make a steak. Seriously, sear it in the pan for a few minutes. Put it in your broiler. You don't even have to cover it up, honey. Yeah, add a little butter to it, and you're good to go. Give it about 10. If you want to do well done, 8 to 10 minutes is good. I have a recipe for that. 8 to 10 minutes is a good time to do your steak. And it's still juicy. Hopefully we can get, yeah. So you can see, let me squeeze it for you because I want you to see that it is juicy. We're not just making this up. See that? Oh, you won't let me squeeze it with the, if you squeeze it, baby, you can see some juices coming out. That means it's still juicy. Okay? So I'm going to cut this steak up. And then once I get my steaks cut up, then we'll go ahead and add that to our pot of chili. All right, now by now our chili has really been just marinating and cooking really well. You just want to go ahead and add in your meat. Add it on in, honey. If you want to add all of it, add all of it. But if not, leave a little bit out. I'm going to show you what I like to do sometimes. But go ahead and stir that in. My God. Turn the heat off. You do not want your steak to overcook. And we're going to put some in a bowl. All right, and really, if I'm serving this, y'all, I would take some. Look at that, you all. Look at them steak chunks, honey. Take some. Put it in a little bowl. If you like to eat rice or something with it, go ahead and get that. And bring it on over. Then I would just add a little bit more steak to the top of my chili. Just like that. Add a little parsley, you don't need that, or green onion. And there you have it. There is my steak chili. So honey, give it a try. It's delicious. And I just want to thank you all so much for watching. And you have a wonderful, blessed day.